Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you have been sleeping on me and have not subscribed, do that right now. Go to the subscribe button, click that, and the notification to stay up to date on all of your crypto needs. So, Bitcoin, the next big question. We were talking about this last week, and today I'm going to kind of go over it and we'll discuss the price action along with Tron as well. So, right now, Bitcoin is trading around 57,763 bucks. What happened last week, what we were discussing to kind of give you an idea, right? So this is our trend line that we were going by from last week. We were right here on Tuesday and Wednesday, depending on how it was going to react once if it closed above that trend line. However, it did not. And we had two options that we discussed. One was this market structure right here that had started back from the 14th of May. So we had labeled that one, and second, the one that comes back there. And I told you one of the options is going to happen. It's either going to go up and retrace back to around 70,000 or so, or the second one. And this is what we had, and this is what this is why I always go by the market structures for the most part to kind of have a better idea on what to predict is going to happen. So again, even our window that I had put for around 53,000, we are working our way down towards it. Of course, we have some kind of stagnation coming in, but it is still working its way down and not far. We actually touched 54,000 before it actually started to go back up. And it's going up, but it could still potentially go down. And this is what I'm thinking. Now, in some news, I've read that, hey, there's some price action going up that it will actually start to go back up. There could be a little bit of rally going on. But I believe either still those two options. Now, if we still continue to see it going down to around 52 or so, 53,000, I think that honestly, in my personal opinion, that I think it will go down to at least 55, 54 minimum. And that's kind of where we're talking about right here. And still at the beginning of that market structure in the second. I still believe that we'll touch that of course, it can come back up towards the area. I think 66 is about where we'd really cap off before we start to kind of consolidate really strong between the here. But that's what I'm seeing. This is just kind of showboating and letting you guys know that I was right. Even from this point, it will continue to go down. But again, depending on the next candle of today and tomorrow, only then we can actually see if it's going to start working its way back down to around 54 grand. So we'll pay attention to that. But it did get rejected. That is a plus, and that rejection that's coming in is from here as well. So now don't be in despair. But let's take a look at the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame still not good, right? So even here, it's going down, and once this week closes out, we still have 6 days and 15 hours left for this candle to kind of show its business. So by Friday, I expect some better news or worse news, or at least some more news to be able to kind of pick up on that. So, but we will know in the next day or two what to expect as well once the candles close. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But going away from Bitcoin for right now, let's jump into Tron. So right now, Tron is also, and one moment, a little freak accident. Okay, Bitcoin. Here we go. Back to Tron. Okay. Tron, it was moving in an upward trajectory, but it did kind of break below the trend line. So it looks like it's going to continue going down. Right. So about point 0.12 right now is what it's trading at. We still have about 14 hours left in the daily or in the daily time frame. Big news is coming on from Tron is that by the fourth quarter of this year, they are wanting to make gasless payments so that the stable coins itself will actually pay for the gas and not you. Big thing which will bring in Bitcoin, which will bring in more transactions altogether. So that will be good. Now it could rally way above that, especially during that period. I mean, we're talking that it could actually start moving in. Now that's way on down the future, but let's talk about right now. So we had a little bit of dip. It could be a little bit of a retracement. I mean, it's not negative right now. I mean, it is negative, but it still could kind of come back up. We're talking 14 hours left. It could pump back in, or it can consolidate, and then that way we understand that this is going to be a retracement, which is actually kind of due. If you notice, it's kind of not really too much of a retracement. It needs to dip down a little bit and to continue going up. So kind of think of it as a buying opportunity for to enter the market here as well. Now, what would we see as some resistance? Here, right here about 0.12839 is where we'll kind of see that resistance coming up in the future. You will see that, I almost guarantee it. But even the most recent support level is going to be right around here, 1238, 740, 74.46. That's where we're going to kind of see where it's going to stop. And you can kind of see where it was rejected there. And that's where I believe it's going to continue going up because not too much is going to stop it from going up except for the 13 mark. We will see that coming in. The next strong one, and it's not even that strong, really, to be honest with you. It's just kind of something that's going to kind of give us a little bit of a hiccup. So it can still push up above that. It's just kind of going back down to knock again and retest that resistance level. So we'll be able to take a look at that also in the next day or two. But I believe what is going to happen, in my opinion, is just that it's just kind of giving it a little retracement and then it'll go back up. But it did see a sharp dip yesterday. But again, that's the market altogether. As far as the week, oh, that's the month. Let's go to the weekly. The weekly is good, right? So even though that the selling pressure last week was kind of back and forth, not really too much is happening. Kind of that star was going on, but even this week already with one day in, it's in the plus, and it could continue going up. So I believe that it's going to continue to rise. Like I said, this is just kind of clarifying everything. As for the market as a total, if you're looking at it weekly, it sucks. And why does it keep kicking me out? One moment. The market for a week sucks. Ethereum dropped by 12%, Bitcoin down by 8.7, FET dropped by 16.6, Doge by 12.5, Solana 4.8, Cardano at 6.2. It was just kind of really bad. AVAX fell 9.2, Render 13, MNT 16. It just everything sucked, right? So just being straight out there, everything sucked for the weekly. But what about the days? The days a little bit better. Ethereum did pump up a little bit more than Bitcoin, which was kind of surprising at 2.1%. Solana is up by 1.3%. SHIB 3.4. Kind of SHIB right now is doing pretty okay. AVAX 2.6 as well. Matic 2.8. DOT 0.8. So as far as DOT and Bitcoin goes, nothing is really kind of moving today. TRX is down by 3.1, which we were just covering. But I believe it will kind of change a little bit later on. Again, we still have some time left into the trading period, so that could change. But over and all, daily it's okay. It's mediocre. Month we took some hits. Right, Ethereum fell 16.7 for the month. Everything took a hit in the month. I mean, everything. You can just take a look what the month looks like. I mean, nothing even pumped up majorly at all, except wow, what is that? TRON. TRON did pump up for the month at 12%, which is really good for TRON, but everything else just got hit. I mean, just got hit for the month. So it's not a great month for crypto, but even the daily, it's all right. So nothing major happened. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section below where you think Tron's going to do. Do you think it's going to continue to dip down? Do you think it's a retracement? It's going to kind of climb back up again? And Bitcoin, do you believe what I'm telling you? Do you think it's going to continue to drop around 52 to 54,000? Or do you think we're going to actually climb back up to around in the 66, $65,000 mark? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't miss another video. Subscribe and click the notification bell icon. And I will catch you guys again in the next video.